Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. I'm on a mission to get it all. Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. If you ain't thick, please don't get involved.
And now, Brandon Thick Boy Schaub.
Yes, sir. Thursday, April 30th. April's flying by, kids. What is poppin'? Your boy's knocking this out. Before I jump on the PJ, not a PJ, it's Southwest, I think, to Miami for Gamebred, which is tonight. You guys, this gets released on Friday, so I will be in Miami commentating with the great Jimmy Smith. Me and Jimmy will be yapping it up. Gamebred, man. You got a fun event. It's on Gamebred's YouTube channel. You got Yoel Romero, Palomino. Palomino, 9-time defending bare knuckle champion. And now he's doing bare knuckle MMA. So should be interesting. A lot of heavyweights, a lot of UFC, former UFC names on there. It's going to be a fun one. It's in Miami. Your boy's staying stateside. I don't have to travel international. Thank God. It's at the Unrivaled Arena. They've shown me some behind-the-scenes footage of the arena. It looks so insane. Unrivaled. It's a dope spot.
You probably can't pick your picks for this since you're commentating, right?
You guys should be able to figure out the picks. That one's not, anything can happen. It's a fight. But, yeah, look at that place.
Sick.
Yeah, they have a lot of WNBA games where they don't fill the stands, but they have a bunch of cool lights and stuff, LEDs, and it's going to be sick. Now, that's a big change. The DR was fun. The DR felt like old school MMA, like where I was outside. It's kind of grimy. The fighters' warm-up area. It reminded me of like where it's like the grassroots,
Yeah, they're getting fancy now over here.
That's super fancy. But yeah, so your boy's going to be on a plane to that. So tune in, hear me and Jimmy Smith break it all down. And that is tonight. And it's on Gamebred. Just look for Gamebred YouTube. It's on there. It's on there.
That's how I found it last time. I just went on YouTube, typed in Gamebred MMA, and found it.
Gamebred FC and Gamebred Fighting Championship. And they finally stepped their game up with the social media.
Can you bet on these?
I don't know. But I don't think you want to bet against Yoel Romero.
No.
I don't know, but I wouldn't bet against Yoel Romero. You got a busy weekend, man, because you got this Friday, Saturday early as you got UFC was in Perth.
Yeah.
That's JDM versus Prates. And then you got Benavidez fighting in boxing. Yeah.
I think it's at 5 a.m. here, right?
I think so, 5 or 6 a.m.
6 a.m. here in Texas or Central, but yeah.
Buddy, and then next week, or not, it's not next week, is it? Chimaev Strickland is the 16th? Is it the same as the MVP?
Let's check. May 9th.
May 9th.
It is next weekend.
Shit balls.
I don't know. I thought that was going to come so much later.
So did I.
I know. We all did. That card is so spicy. Oh. Before we get into Prates and JDM, you guys want to give me you can change your picks next week when we officially make them, but just off the top of the dome, for Khamzat, we'll just do Khamzat and Strickland.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Khamzat.
Your official picks will be next week. This is just the tip.
So I'm going Khamzat. I don't know enough about. I have to go Van just. Because
the other guy's name's hard to pronounce.
No,
Teixeira.
I just don't know enough about him.
He's a savage. One of Chin's favorites.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna go.
That's a tough one. Volkov Acosta is a tough one. Volkov got robbed.
I'm gonna go Waldo.
You're gonna go Waldo?
Yeah.
I root for him because he's a baseball player. But I love Volkov.
Are you assuming he's a baseball player?
No, I know.
Dominican?
No, he's a high-level baseball player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to say he was like in the farm league for the Marlins or Rangers, but I think he's a pitcher too, big-ass pitcher.
I also think that Buckley puts out Brady.
How dare you? King Green, Jeremy Stevens. That one's for the hardcores. These young kids are like, who's that?
I'm going to go, Bob, I'm going to go Green.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a Bob.
Gautier, you watch his training footage, like, Jesus Christ. We'll get into it next week. With Strickland.
Let's see you guys' picks. Yeah.
With Strickland and Khamzat, that one's tough. I root for Strickland. I like Khamzat too. He's, I've been in his training camp. He's a really, really good dude. Super scary. I root for Strickland. We need more American stars. Obviously, he says outlandish shit, which I don't agree with everything, but he is good for the business. And he's American, so I root for Strickland. I like Strickland. I really like Strickland. I think he's a product of today's environment where, our president cusses. If you see any young kid on YouTube, the outlandish shit that they say, he's a product of that. Like, if this is 10 years ago, buddy, he's probably getting arrested or they're canceling his fights. But now it's just the bar has been, I don't say higher, the bar's been lowered where you just get away with saying outlandish, kind of terrible shit. And I think he's just a product of the environment, which doesn't give an excuse. I just think it's the times we live in now. Like, fighters get more death threats than they've ever got before. OnlyFans girls have to deal with wild shit. It's just the culture we're in. Like, if you get an argument, again, you look at like Jake Paul, these young kids, if you get into like some beef with them, the shit they say, you're like, whoa. They'll go personal right away, cutthroat. I'll fight you. It's like, what the fuck? Where back in the day, it was just like, you suck. That's why you got knocked out. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Now it's like, because of betting and stuff like that, now people are invested. They have money on you. Money's tight with inflation, with the economy. So when they lose their bet, the anger is so bad for the fighters. So I think it's a culture of online gossip, the way people talk, and it's extended at every level, including the president of the United States, where now it's just like gloves are off. People are way meaner. It's just nastier. So I think Strickland's a part of that. That being said, again, we'll get into it next week, and I'll end the whole Strickland Khamzat talk with this. I just can't wait for that fight. That's why I want to start with it. But
everything he says is like a diamond in a rough, though, where he'll say a gem, and it'll
then
be
the
like
next one. You're just like, Jesus
like
Christ.
in that, like everything around it is terrible. But like the other day, he goes, he's said that the reason why people are losing interest and people are all becoming casuals is because they don't want to watch. They want an American champion. I went, oh. Yeah,
he's right.
And then he went, because all these goat bangers.
yeah, you're on board. Then you're like, I want to get off the ride now.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, this is fun. I agree. Oh my God, I want to get off the ride.
You could have stopped.
And then you jump back in. You're like, all right, I'm back in. That is fun.
That's what I'm saying. It's a diamond with so much rough around it.
Yeah, and I think to become a star, it's just you kind of have to have some of that. It's today's landscape. So I root for Strickland. I'll say this: I've never watched a Khamzat fight or even going into it and thought he was going to lose. Just haven't. And then I saw him train. Mm-hmm. I've been around a long time, man. I've trained with Lyoto Machida. I've trained with John Jones. Been in GSP's camps. Anderson Silva, Verdum, Mark Munoz, Bisbing, Tony Ferguson, Shane Carwin, Nate Marquardt, Rashad Evans. I mean, Wonderboy Thompson, Stipe. I've trained with everybody. I have never, ever in all my time seen someone so dominant than Khamzat in training camp. I'm talking, and it's not even remotely close. Like I would see GSP struggle with certain aspects of training camp. I see Rashad, Bisbing, the Shane Carwin, right? He was my close training partner. Lyoto Machida. They would excel at certain parts, and then if it went to this area of mixed martial arts, you would see them get choked out or have some issues. I'm talking complete domination across the board. And it's not like oh man, that was a good back and forth. This is good trade. And you're like, oh my God. And it also wasn't like he was going against Joe Blows. You're talking. I'm not going to out any guys.
Yeah.
You're talking All-Americans, national champion wrestlers, jiu-jitsu world champions,
Thai fighters,
elite strikers. And I was just like, what in the and I'm talking ruthless. Not like going easy. I'm talking ruthless where you're like, oh, he's going to kill somebody. And it's just the way he trains 24/7. So I walked away from that. And here's the thing. I'm not the only one saying this. If you're like, yeah, but Schaub, you were only ranked in the top 10, you're never champion. Cool. Don't listen to me. TJ Dillashaw says the same thing. Mighty Mouse says the same thing. Arman Tsarukyan says the same thing. Cleo Roundtree says the same thing. Brendan Allen says the same thing. So if that stable of high-level fighters doesn't check your box, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I walked away. Literally, I had to call Rogan. I'm like, bro. I was scared. I'm like, who the fuck's going to mess with this guy?
Yeah.
Who the fuck's going to compete with him? That being said, I do think out of all his fights, stylistically, Strickland matches up the best. Now, they have trained together. Word is when they train together, Khamzat kind of put it on him, which is alarming. But I won't be surprised if Strickland won in a 5-round decision. But I'm also not going to be surprised if Khamzat chokes him out in 30 seconds because I've seen him do it to way better grapplers, way better wrestlers than Strickland. That's all I'm going to say. I'll give my pick next week. I am on the fence. I just don't see how Khamzat loses a fight in any genre when it comes to mixed martial arts. With my background, been around the block, trained at a high level, been with the high skill. I was like, oh my God. Oh my
Let me
God.
know if you agree with this. I think the only way he loses is to someone who's more of an elite wrestler than him. Because if someone shuts his wrestling down, I think he's kind of fucked.
Who's going to shut it down?
Because when him and Gilbert Burns fought, like he was, don't get me wrong, it was Ramadan, so he was probably starving. But
And a bad game plan.
But when he was threatened by the submission, he was less likely to shoot for the takedown and try and just like swarm people like he usually does. And there was a couple times where I rewatched it recently where Burns tagged him hard.
Oh, rocked him
Hard.
That was a good Burns too, and he was tagging him. Mm-hmm. I mean, some of that's Khamzat's game plan. Remember when Burns walked out? He's on top of the octagon. Like he was a little cocky.
Was so cool though.
Yeah, it was cool. But you're like, Jesus Christ, dude. So I think that's like a more immature Khamzat. And I think even his training partner's like, buddy, what are you doing, man? Mm-hmm. Like we get it. You're the sponsor, but you got to respect the game. Otherwise, you're going to lose, and that's a fact for anybody. When you out wrestle him.
I'm also making up an imaginary guy because there's no elite wrestler right now that I think is going to beat him.
Go ahead. Who?
But if there was,
On paper, it's Bo Nickel. And I haven't seen Bo in training camp. I've just seen Bo in mixed martial arts and the UFC.
so you've been sold on every Khamzat fight leading up to it, even Usman. Were you completely sold,
Yeah.
or was it like a 75-25?
Nope. Was still like
You were sold.
Horrible fight for Usman.
Yeah.
Even though it was kind of back and forth for his 5 rounds, might have been a different story, but it's just like he was younger there. He's made some errors. The knock on him is he's not as active, which I get, but it's also he just trains so hard and year round. It's so relentless.
That's the only downside of these Dagestani fighters. I think there'd be more excitement if they were as active as, like, let's just say Alex was when he was champion.
Yeah, I know.
Because if Khamzat was fighting,
It's just not what they do. It's not what they do. But then also with Khamzat, I think he hears the rhetoric and the criticism online. Oh, he's not a finisher. You're not this. You're not this. He's like, okay. Watch
Sean's
this.
also not a finisher either.
Nope. So
Sean does not have heavy hands for.
He's a volume guy. He's like a Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
Like a volume pressure, volume, great cardio.
I think you said it on an earlier episode. I think that's literally Sean's only chance that he wins is literally tiring him out.
He's going to get taken down. Mm-hmm. Guarantee it. He's not a guy that has the capability to clip him with one punch and knock him out. You're going to get taken down. It's can Sean survive the first 3 rounds? They got Khamzat at minus 550 for a reason.
Yeah.
He's the scariest guy in the UFC.
And besides against Alex, Sean's always come in with good game plans. Alex was just a terrible one. Let's strike with one of the best glory kickboxers ever.
Bad idea.
But besides him, when it comes to, that's the one thing you got to give him. He will come in with a good game plan. It's just, will he even be able to even?
And that's his coach.
Because Khamzat just does whatever he wants to everybody.
Yeah, I can't fucking wait for that fight. Mm-hmm. But that's not this weekend. You got JDM. Carlos Prates. Here's my thing with JDM. So people are like, oh, he's washed. Oh, fraud check, all this bullshit. Why? Because he lost to the pound for pound number one guy, Islam Makhachev. What are you talking about? Now, Carlos Prates is good, but as far as strength of schedule, quality wins, I mean, I would give it to JDM, man.
Yeah, I can't see a world where he loses to Prates.
The only chance, and I guess you could bet on it because he is the underdog, but, Prates would have to catch him. He'll do a lot of spinning stuff, kind of unconventional stuff. JDM's very methodical, technical boxer, probably the best boxer in the division. So it's going to have to be something unorthodox to catch him. And if that lands, then yeah, he's going to be some trouble. But overall, I mean, JDM, younger fighter, more skilled.
Yeah.
Prates is a beast. One of my favorite fighters to watch. I like his personality outside the cage. I like he's smoking cigarettes, his background. He's awesome. And he'd be a fun champion. It's just a horrible matchup for him.
Anybody that says that JDM is washed is legit. That's such a casual take.
But it's just the state of MMA. It's like he was on this huge rise, and they fights the pound for pound number one guy in the world, and just they're not even the same ballpark. But who is?
No,
who
is? It's like being a superhero losing to Superman.
Yeah, who the fuck is? Who's going to beat Islam? Okay,
Ilya.
all right.
Ilya.
Maybe, but I don't think Ilya could do it. But it's just like
that's even me wishful thinking.
I know, like Islam's a motherfucker. So it's like you lose to the pound for pound number one guy, and then people are like, oh god, dude, this guy sucks. Now, granted, his face looked like he was in pain, looked like he wanted out. Bad night in the office, no doubt. But he ain't fighting Arman Tsarukyan. I mean, he ain't fighting Islam.
And say what you want about Bilal Muhammad about being a decision merchant. Leading up to that fight, that was some of the most peak. That was probably the most peak Bilal that he fought.
And that's a tough night in the office, like Bilal with his shots and all that. So I don't, unless Prates were to catch him, of him coming in something on orthodox with a spinning elbow, spinning back hand, I think JDM via decision.
Yeah. I don't think that Prates is anything he hasn't seen before. The kind of question there is, JDM will never beat Islam. No.
Not possible. Mm-mm. And that he's in your division, so unless Islam were to go up or down again, you're never going to be champ. And when you enter the UFC, especially if you're a guy of JDM's caliber, you're like, yeah, I'm going to be champ. And then reality hits, and you're never going to be champ. It's impossible. You're never going to beat Islam. So it's like coming to that realization, how's he handle that? Or is his team like, man, you had a bad night, it was this weight cut, we just need to get our rematch against him, and so there's that hope. But the reality is he will never beat Islam. There's not a chance. So how's he adapt? What's his work ethic like after that, realizing you'll be number two, you're going to be the Gus Finn. When John was there, John wasn't there, Gus Finn's your guy. If Islam's not there, JDM's probably your guy.
You're Cormier.
At least Cormier was champ.
True, yeah.
That's the thing.
It's like having John Jones in your division when you have Islam in your division.
Just fuck.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to
do? I'll be number one contender.
You got a generational fighter, pound for pound, number one. It's just, it sucks. You're born around the same years. It sucks. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's nothing we can do.
Lose weight, gain weight. Get out of there. That's the only chance.
Or you got to hope Islam was like, yeah, I'll go up.
And he won't. Especially with Khamzat there.
He might. Because Khamzat's leaving after this fight.
Is he? Is he going up to 205?
And he's going to strangle the piss out of people.
That's the only way he goes up. Because I can't see a world where they actually are willing to fight each other.
No, they won't. But Khamzat's going to go up.
Yeah.
Guarantee it.
Well,
Slim pickings at 205.
Yeah.
Slim pickings. So for Strickland, it's like, all right, lose this one. I'm still kind of good.
That kind of sucks. I kind of thought that this was finally Paulo Costa's chance of getting the belt.
Not a chance. So sorry. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think JDM gets it done, but the whole thing there is, this is what's weird, is I think JDM is a nightmare matchup for Carlos Prates, but doesn't have a prayer in beating Islam. But Carlos Prates, because he has that unorthodox power, he could potentially land someone on Islam and win that fight. But he can't. He's not going to out wrestle him. He's not going to beat him via decision. You know, he can't just sit out there and pick him apart. But he does have that one ace card in his pocket where if he throws this wild shit, he can make it happen.
Yeah.
So I'll take JDM via decision. Decent card. For the love of God, Tuivasa. This guy's taking on short notice. Yeah, I mean, they're like, Ty, come on, dude.
How do you feel about Tim Elliott in that fight?
Tough fight for him.
Yeah. I mean, he's always the most awkward person someone's going to fight.
Yeah, especially as flyweights. He's one of my favorites, but Steve Erceg's grappling's just... He's such a monster.
Mm-hmm. Did we put our picks in for this one already, right? Or we didn't put it in yet?
We haven't. I'm taking JDM via decision. God, I want to root for Dariush, but you want to talk about washed. It's a tough one. I'll probably take Killian. I'll probably take Steve Erceg. I'll take Tai Tuivasa. Any disagreement? Who you got, Nick?
I'm definitely going JDM. If this was 3 years ago, I would have said Dariush, but I can't this one.
Oh, yeah.
I love Tim Elliott, but I don't even think he's washed. I think he's just old, doesn't move the same way he did a couple years ago. So I'm going to say Erceg. I'm going to go with my boy Shamil.
Shamil. Are you taking Ty? You got to go Ty, man.
Yeah, I have to.
He's like everybody's favorite uncle who gets drunk and he's a liability at the party, but you want the best for him. You
Yeah.
know? I don't know anybody that dislikes Tai Tuivasa.
Do we have one for Marwan?
Like we got to get a shoey going for Tai Tuivasa.
What happened to our shoot? It's gone, huh?
The shoey that we do with Ty?
No.
It might be in storage down there.
No, you guys did actual shoes.
Yeah, I know.
But we bought that yellow. Remember that plastic thingy?
Yeah.
It was kind of shitty, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was his shoey
Yeah.
thing. All right. What else?
I guess
you
I'll
got,
go Marwan.
Marlon. Then just real quick, just to change it up, I'm gonna go Carlos, and the only difference is I'll pick Ollie. Everything else is the same. Yeah, I want Benil to win too, but Killen's badass.
And we're all taking Ty. We all agree on Tai Tuivasa.
Yeah.
We're all rooting for our uncle.
That would be 7, right? If he loses, or
Yeah, it's
more
a
than
tough
that.
one. Ooh wee.
Yeah, it'd be 7 if he loses.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
At that point, they have to, right? Or he's just got to be like, I gotta.
The UFC would be like, buddy, we just can't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll just keep him as a gatekeeper if he loses.
That's what he is now.
Yeah.
And someone pointed out that he got a tattoo on his back. Did you see it? It says jujitsu. Like he just recently got a
It's like a
jujitsu.
joke.
I don't know. Well, help.
That stadium's gonna go nutsos if he gets a finish. Again, you got to get on short notice. That looks AI.
Yeah. Nowadays, I don't know what the hell's going on.
That is a crazy tattoo.
Especially for a guy who's not jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. What do
Do you know
got,
if it's
Jim?
real? Are the Ilya tattoos of the crossed out fighters? Is that real or is that just a?
Oh, I don't know. That's kind of weird. I know he changed the logo that was on his chest. It was like his face. Now I think it's like a lion.
No, it was never his face. It's a biblical character that just so happens to look like him. That
Yeah, it
people
looks
keep on
exactly
thinking
like
he got
him.
a tattoo of himself.
Checklist. I don't know. But it does say that there's a checklist thing.
Yeah, because he said I'm saving room for Islam.
A great fight. What do you got, Chin?
Alrighty. Oh, let's start with Ilya and Jake Paul. So this is Jake Paul talking about a previous interview that Ilya had.
Time and time again with the best strikers from MMA and beat them pretty easily at a earlier point in my career. They say they can beat me in boxing. This is like a joke to me. I just want someone to get in there with me. I tried to send a jet to Paddy Pimblett. I was going to give him $1 million, and then it's just radio silence. I'm guessing it'll be the same with Topuria. When they're on the live stream, say, I'll do it right now. Let's do it. Da, da, da. And then when it goes to happen, it just doesn't come to fruition. And we will see. In a boxing match, that's like honestly a warm-up, all jokes aside. If we did MMA, he would probably win. But let's find out the truth. That's what's great about the sport. It would be like, you think I'm a bad boxer, then we should spar.
But whenever you want, bro. As a boxer, you suck.
Yeah, so then let's spar. Let's spar.
Whenever you get,
when I beat your ass in sparring,
the thing is that whenever you get your job healed, let's do it. But just get ready because you're gonna need another period of time to recover your job.
I don't need the jaw to be healed because you're not gonna touch me, bro. You MMA fighters are all trash. I beat all the best in your sport.
You want me to not touch your jaw?
Yeah, listen, I like Jake, but he hasn't beat the best in the sport. He's fought all over the hill MMA fighters.
You're not beating a prawn. And I think the only reason he's able to say this is probably because you would know better than me, is probably in their contract where he would not be allowed to do something like this, right?
No, Ilya won't be able to do that. Nah, if it's sparring, he would be able to. But as far as like a match that's televised, no, they can't. But he could fly down to where the fuck?
Puerto Rico?
Costa Rica or Dominican? Or where's he at?
Puerto Rico.
He's at Puerto Rico and fight him.
Is this? You saw the mask? Is this a? Yeah, this is the one.
Yeah, so Jake pretty much talks smack about everyone, but then they're talking about Usyk here.
Once they brought up Usyk, his tune changed.
Hold on.
Yeah, no.
He would probably murder me pretty early. I think he would just pick me up and I don't even know. That guy's built different. I think he's the GOAT of this
They asked about how we do in MMA
generation.
No, he doesn't want anything.
He knows. He's like, I'm not going to get crazy now.
No, let's not get crazy now.
And so this past weekend was Rodtang's last fight, his retirement fight, and he got beat pretty bad. This is like the first time he's ever been KO'd. What's up with your face?
I'm just watching.
Oh, okay.
He didn't get.
Well, it's
He's
kind
lost
of
before the super leg.
I mean, no, that's like when he gets knocked out. Like,
Wow.
Yeah, it's rare to see Rodtang like that. Yeah.
he just takes everything usually. So
And Chachi was kind of talking shit about him.
yeah, that's the thing that was like, it's a shitty ending to the story, man. So
Let me see it.
I love Jonathan and I support him. The dreams he has, he wants to be a three-sport world champion. That will obviously, be incredible. If he can do it simultaneously, it'll be even more incredible. Who knows? He has so much talent. And what's so impressive about Jonathan is he's always maintained his humility throughout this whole journey, and his hard work ethic. Everyone knows Jonathan works hard. He levels up. He's humble.
Haggerty's the man.
Surrounded up with the best coaches and teammates, and that's something that's I think we saw what happens when you make a lot of money and fame gets your head and you stop training and you don't have the team around you. We saw an example tonight, right? Being the best in the world's largest martial arts organization, is not an easy thing. And staying the best, staying on top, is even harder.
Yeah, he took a bit of shot at Rodtang. But Rodtang's never been that guy like that. It used to crack me up, right? I used to work for One Championship where when they would do like behind the scenes and like the countdown shows, they couldn't have Rodtang on it because he doesn't really train. He doesn't warm up. He smokes a cigarette and then just walks out.
Yeah.
And for the countdown shows, like, buddy, can you stop smoking cigarettes? Like, no. Like, how about you spar? He's like, nah.
Yeah.
And because they asked me, he's like, it's like riding a bike. I've been doing it since I was 4.
He has been.
He's like,
doing
I have
this
so
since a
many
little kid.
fights. Like, I don't need to train or warm up to do something. That's all I know.
Like a BJ Penn.
Yeah, but yeah.
There's only so long you could just take open shots to the head before
Yeah.
it just, your time comes.
Yeah, it sucks to see him go out like that.
Yeah, that was like their dude too, man.
Yeah, he was the main guy for a while.
This is Yuri talking about the whole Mercy thing with Ariel Helwani.
The greatest lesson that you've learned from this experience, the experience that you had in Miami, what are you taking away from it?
Don't lose your focus from your target, even whatever happened. Without mercy, no mercy, just go to whatever is.
I'm not buying the Mercy narrative.
He's acting like me after a breakup when it's my fault.
I'm not buying
So many excuses.
I'm not buying the Mercy thing. He has too many fights, and the Samurai Code and all this shit.
Yeah, it's starting to
Samurai show no mercy.
Yeah.
So you do your research on Samurai. So
And since when have Samurai's been like, you know what? Go on.
yeah, I don't.
I still love him, but you can tell his character is a little bit different.
He's the
now.
man, but he's taken some blows as far as PR wise.
This has been worse than the time he said he was going to bring a bunch of dudes to see some weird shit in his hotel room.
Yeah. I know you're going, what?
And then check out this statement. This was
Called you a pretender. He was saying that you're not the tough martial artist that you sort of exude, that we believe you are.
I don't want to hear this bullshit from a stripper. Yeah.
He called you a pretender.
Well, that stripper knocked you out, dude.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's like if I'm Oldberg, I'm like, yeah, sure, yeah, I used to strip, but this stripper knocked you out, bud.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Why would you downgrade the guy that beat the shit out
Like
of you?
he sucks. He's a stripper. It's like, well, yeah, but he beat you, dude.
Yeah, you got knocked out by Tragic Mike. Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah. And then he Tragic Mike. and then he also kind of blamed Rogan. He's like, Rogan's the one who said I showed mercy. I'm like, buddy, you've been running with it for weeks now. And then now you're getting all this blowback. You're like, Rogan made me say it. It's like, buddy.
He kind of has a history of making up weird excuses. Like with Alex, he's like, he can't bring his shaman.
Yeah, you're like, what?
What are you talking about?
He's like, it's black magic. Like, all right, man, what the fuck is happening here?
Speaking of Alex, did you guys see the meme that Izzy
Yeah.
put up with
great.
the
Yeah.
deep from the boys? It's
Yeah.
so funny.
So good.
I didn't realize that was his shoulder.
It's funny, huh?
That was so good.
He goes, I've been on the cover 3 times.
I'm glad he has a sense of humor about it.
Oh, yeah, Izzy's the best.
And this is just this is both Paddy Pimblett and BSD showing that
The
they're
worst kept secret
Yeah.
in sports.
Hold on.
Reveal who my opponent is. The UFC will do that in due course.
Why the
Will
garlic?
that tune up on me?
The garlic's a good question. I don't know, but the French
I
bread
guess so it looks
obviously.
like cooking. Like, I get the French.
think it's
Oh, like a
because-
chef. French chefs have that.
That or because French people smell?
Fair. I'll tell you what, though. Out of all the fights, like all the matchups, they could have given Patty. This ain't a great matchup.
For Patty?
No. No, it's not. It's not ideal.
Yeah.
It's like when you look at all the matchups, and you would think, especially after the Gaethje fight, he didn't look great. Like that fight was so fucking sloppy on both ends. Mm-hmm. He didn't look great. Couldn't get takedown. BSD hits like a fucking Mack truck.
And he
hits
keeps
so
going
hard.
forward, too.
And his grappling's really good. I don't like it for Patty. Now, if he wins, it puts him right back up there. I get all that. I just don't like it.
It's a tough one.
It's
but
not an easy, but again, you fight the interim champ, Justin Gaethje. This is kind of how it goes. Like, they can't really protect you. I'm just saying, I'm not even saying protect them, but stylistically, there's better matchups out there to get them on the right path. This ain't it, man. And I'm a huge Patty fan.
it's such a different fight.
When they announce, I'm like, fuck.
Because it's hard to have a game plan against Gaethje, right? Because Gaethje kind of pulls you into his game. Like,
I guess at this
with
level.
BSD, like, remember Poirier was able to be like, I'm just going to do a jumping guillotine. You know, like you could still have your game plan against BSD.
As hard as he hits and as bad as Patty's defense is, I just don't like it.
They're just making a really fun fight though, because both of them.
It's a fun fight. It's going to be chaotic. but I just don't. If you want to see Paddy get on the winning track, there's definitely easier tracks to go down.
That could be a fight because they're gonna swing and it's gonna be some heavy hits and Paddy's
not a hitter,
but he will swing for the fences
like crazy. He gets hit too.
Yeah, he gets hit.
He doesn't get knocked out.
He gets
you're right.
But
after that last fight, the beating he took, it's like you're gonna take those shots from BSD.
There was also
I would argue BSD hits harder than Justin.
There was some eye poke action. There was a couple things with Justin's fight where it was just sloppy mess.
It was just a sloppy mess.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's easier tracks to go down than BSD.
No, that fight was like banging when you're drunk. You know?
Yeah. We were like, I'll watch it.
Oh, and then I think one of you guys sent this. This is like what it looks like.
That. If this doesn't get you rocked up, I don't know what. Well, man, this is the UFC 329 International Fight Week. This is assuming all this gets signed, but BSD Pimblett, that's a done deal. Sandhagen Batista, done deal. Gabe Steveson, some poor dude's gonna get fucking annihilated, assaulted. And then you got McGregor Holloway. That is tasty.
Hey man, I love McGregor, but if you're a UFC fan, he's your deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
I will believe it when he shows up and take us to practice.
I'm telling you, he's taking us to practice. He's going to throw with us. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have popcorn.
You're going to be smacking your glove on the porch.
Yep. And he's going to fucking show up this time, dude. I refuse to deny this man his willing right to take me to the ball field.
He promised ice cream. He promised to take us to practice.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you're a McGregor fan, this ain't a great fight. If you're a Pimblett fan, this ain't a great fight. Sandhagen, this card's good, but I'm just saying overall, Sandhagen Batista 2 does nothing for Corey, or he beat him.
Yeah, but it's a tough
one, too. And then Gable Stevenson's going to get some poor soul who's like, wait, do what? Like, yeah, you're on International Fight Week. Against who? Gable Steveson.
Are they going to give him a top 15 guy, you think?
No.
No?
I don't think so, and I think it'd be a bad idea to do that.
You just want to just boost his...
Let him destroy some poor soul.
Who the hell could
just
it be?
build the hype. Build the hype. He shouldn't be fighting anyone 1 through 15.
Yeah, but I mean, if they did, this guy's fine. I don't know
Fortune has a wrestling background, so they'd probably be, striking, if that's what you want to do.
Not that this ever could I mean, anything could happen in UFC, but like, could you imagine after all this hype if he actually lost his first fight? So he must have the nerves like crazy because there's so much hype behind him.
There's hype and it's just different. I'm telling you, there's just the UFC jitters. It's just different.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a different animal. So that's why you don't toss him to the fucking heavyweight wolves right away. Let him get his beak wet, and then he can compete for a title. But he's 4 or 5 away from that.
Give him someone with a couple loss, like a losing streak right
but
now.
A tough guy, respectable guy, doesn't look like a schlub. Let him go in there and do his thing, and you get the casuals on board. Like, God, this new heavyweight's pretty good because they have no idea who he is.
All right. Well, speaking of that card, or Conor McGregor versus Holloway, Conor is a pretty big underdog.
Is this fight really signed, or are we still speculating?
It's not signed.
It's still rumored, but I mean, it's most likely going to.
Close sources tell us it's happening. Yeah, but I think that's fair because with McGregor, you're not going to have him as a minus 200, because we have no idea what we're getting. And then they're also doing it, so then he went up to plus 270. Yeah, man, Max Holloway, we've seen recently, he's still a fucking dog. It's not an easy fight. You just don't know what version we're getting.
Let's just say in a world where McGregor wins, does he keep fighting until
he has 2 fights left on his contract? So if he wants to get out and jump to MVP, he's gonna have to take one more fight and then turn down their offer. But I mean the
could you imagine a McGregor title run?
No, I can't. But
I'm just saying how cool that would be to see.
Wow, that'd be insane, man.
The numbies is you have Paddy Pimblett and McGregor on the same card. No matter who, if they both lose, you do that next. If they both win, you do that next.
Mm-hmm. That's a cool fight. And that's some fun shit talk before the fight.
Fun fight.
Yeah, what do you think about this beef?
Strickland, and he's holding the fake gun like that?
Yeah.
Is that AI made him do that? Or did he actually put his hands like that?
I bet he put his hands like that.
Thinking about if
you guys run into each other, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm his friends with him. You won't have any. I'm going to do gun out my. Yeah, good tonight. I love goats, dude. You know, goat tastes good. He loves goats. We have that in common. I just don't. He would have come up to me like a man, say, you know what, Sean, you said some things about my dad, Kadarov. I'm like, well, you know what, dude? You yourself out, not me. I want to settle this. I would say, let's settle this like a man. But if you come up to me with 3 goat for Chechens that don't speak English, I'm going to pull my and I'm going to each and every one of you. All right, well, I think that's a fair warning. He saw it.
That's a fair warning.
That's a fair warning. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Ariel on this, where he's like, the UFC needs to be ready, you know, to keep these guys separated.
They have been, though. Remember they said they're going to separate it from the get-go.
They say that, but so does Trump's team. Right?
You know what though? Honestly, and everyone's giving him shit about pulling out a you know, can't say that the word on YouTube, so let's say pew pew. The problem with everyone hating on him, Khamzat's talking about, hey, when my friends come to jump him, I bet you he's gonna run.
Yeah, I know,
dude.
I know. Yeah. That's also kind of lame and gay.
Yeah,
like, oh, you're talking all this shit. Well, my buddies are gonna jump you. It's like, Khamzat, but you're the man.
Yeah,
yeah. It's like, what do you mean you're gonna jump him?
The Daggies did that to Artem Lobov too. Yep. Like, but that's not even like. It's weird because that's not part of their culture. They're like very honorable culture. So,
but they're super tight knit. So if you make fun of one of them, you make fun of all of them. That's the one thing that I admire and I'm jealous of with, you know, Khamzat's camp, Arman's camp, Islam's, Khabib's. Like Americans, we just don't really have that where it's like
a camaraderie.
Yeah, where they're like that was my biggest takeaway from Khamzat's camp. Like his training partners, his team. They're so close. Yeah. And it's like, you fuck with one of us, you fuck with all of us. Americans, for whatever reason, they're really not like that. Like, I wish Strickland had boys, and they're all killers for Khamzat. So I wish Strickland had the same thing where he's like, we're in jump. You're like, good luck, dude. Yeah. I got Bo Nickel, I got this. Good luck, motherfucker.
It's been a while. I can't remember the last, like, American squad. Like, it's always
AK
been
had a
non-Americans.
squad. Hammer House had a squad. You know, there's been a few where you mess with those boys, you're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Obviously, it wasn't all just United States, but Black Zillions was a good mix of
Black
U.S.
Zillions,
guys.
ATT for a while, Greg Jackson's, but it was people from all over. But it was never like this, but it was also a different time.
But there was even separation in the Black Stallions camp. I remember they would have like, you know, towels.
There's separation really across the board in most camps. AK was probably the closest when they had Kane, Luke, DC, Josh Thompson, all like that whole crew there. Khabib, where if you mess with one of them, you have to deal with all of them. But as Americans, we just like, they're so tight knit, dude.
Yeah.
Like Americans, if like, you know, today's fighters, you talk shit to one of them, you get jumped. They're like, oh, okay, that you shouldn't have talked shit. But
there's no camaraderie.
Nah, I know, it's a bummer.
Like Arman and Khamzat are just hanging out at the house right now.
100%, they're boys. They're on Newport chilling, and then they train really hard. Yeah, I just feel like I'm with Ariel on this. It's like when you call a Chechen or, you know, people from that area like a goat, fucker, it's just. And you cross that line, we think it's funny, but Khamzat doesn't have that kind of goofy personality where they take it personal.
They don't take kindly to insults. You remember when Poirier called Islam MFer?
Yeah.
And he goes, what did you say about what I do to moms?
Yeah, you're like, no, I don't mean like you actually fuck moms. Oh, God. Like they just don't play the game.
Yeah.
So I'm with Ariel on this. Like the UFC really needs to be on top of it, man. Otherwise, we're not going to get this fight. We're just not going to get this fight. But I also admire Strickland in this sense where when's the last time we had like an actual bad blood fight? Where you're like, buddy, these guys hate each other. And even Strickland, he was like, we're going to die enemies. Like after the fight, I'm not going to be all buddy-buddy. We're going to die enemies. Yeah. I bet he gives him his respect, especially if he beats him. He's like, all right, man. All right, kudos. But they're not going to be boys, trading partners after this.
No, not like Alex and Sean.
Alex seems like just a different dude, though. He's cool with everyone. Also, the only thing I saw that Khamzat said was that one interview he was like, if it was a street fight, you know, if he dies, then he dies, that kind of thing. I didn't see the whole teaming up thing, but If I was Strickland, I would kind of say the same thing too. If I was like, if I think I'm gonna get jumped by a bunch of people, I'm like, if they come at me, I'm gonna have my strap on me or something like that.
That's so
just
weird.
to be protected.
If I thought there was gonna be 15 Dagestanis coming after me,
Dude, you're gonna tell you're strapped or something.
I
man.
would just, and Strickland has friends. I would just be like, "Cool, man."
No, that's what he said. He says,
I'd be
"Me
like,
and my friends will shoot you."
Yeah, but if I'm Strickland, I'd respond back like, "Oh, cool. You think you're the only one with friends who can fight?
Yeah.
Like, I got a squad too, man. We'll do this West Side Story style. Like
Who's
my crew
Sean
for sure.
bringing?
Yeah, well,
Nina Drama and Curtis Blades.
Electric
Chris Curtis.
roll up.
Chris Curtis. But yeah, he needs a squad up, is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
You need to go out and recruit some dogs.
Let's go. Oh, this one is freaking. Oh, this is sad. So this is an update with Shavkat Rakhmonov. They kind of filmed him doing his rehab.
Dude, bro,
Look at his legs.
bro, god damn it! Someone sent me this. Because I have to go through it for fan questions.
Yeah.
The guy sent this. He goes,
What?
the guy goes, damn you. He goes, damn, you got the Lieutenant Dan.
Dude, can you post the picture of his
Damn.
SpongeBob legs?
SpongeBob?
And he's tearing his ACL. Is that what he's doing?
Oh, God.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
Shavkat
similar.
right now.
I know, bud.
Damn, dude.
He's like Derrick Rose, where it's like, what could have been?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I mean, but guys, Dominic Cruz had a lot of leg injuries. There's been, especially NFL guys with the knee injuries. But his thing just seemed those legs are. Those are my 2-year-old.
Did he never use them?
He probably hasn't been able to.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to
I mean, muscle memory is a thing, so he'll get size back.
He'll come back fast. If I'm him, I'm running so much gear to get back in shape.
Oh, man.
So he's never had like huge legs, but definitely not like the ones he has right now.
He was a badass, man.
Oh, yeah.
I
Hate
wonder
to
if
see it.
If he's not still in the testing pool right now, he should be running test, DECA.
The UFC should turn a blind eye and be like, hey, we know you've had these injuries. Like, do what you need to do.
Hey, dude, we saw that picture of your legs. Just do it.
Yeah, here's a gift package and just all sorts of shit. Yeah, you wish the best for him because that'd be a shame if he doesn't compete again.
Yeah, it's such a talent.
I bet he comes back.
It's just a long time.
He was a guy where I was like, this is the guy that I'd love to see against Islam because
Yep.
that would have been a good
Yeah,
fight.
that's what everyone wanted to see.
Then again, him against Ian Machado Gary was kind of underwhelming, so that kind of humanized
Different fight, though.
him. Islam hasn't been humanized, really. Like Khamzat has against a couple people.
Yeah. UFC owner Army Emanuel's pay jumped from $18 million to $67 million 1 year. The fighter's still waiting. Yeah, man. He's the
Head dude.
He's the owner. I mean, that's how it goes. The median TKO employee made $82,000. Emanuel's pay ratio is 813 to 1. Meanwhile, the UFC pays fighters probably 16% of its revenue. The NFL, yeah.
It's the same thing over
We've
and
been
over
over it
again.
so
Yeah.
much.
But that's a huge jump, though. 18 to 67 mil in 1 year.
Yeah, why do you think they signed the $7.7
Of
billion
course, yeah.
deal? The only ones who get fucked are the fighters. It's the same story over and over.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is it's catching up with them a little bit because the viewership's going down. The interest is going down, especially in America. So they're gonna need to figure it out.
Picture of Dana. Is there anybody who's more canonically like Pinhead from Kingpin from Marvel?
The problem with Dana is like, remember he got in really good shape and then he's looked like he's put the weight back on. He goes, it's a yo-yo thing.
I guess.
Yeah, especially when he was heavy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was-
this is Arman talking on Ariel's show. He said, this was Patrick Bet David. Arman Tsarukyan says the UFC offered him a fight against Michael Chandler at the White House, then pulled it. They wanted to match him with Chandler, but then realized it's a bad fight for him. He's representing the U.S., and it's like 99% 9 chance I beat him. So they went with Huffy instead. See, that's where it doesn't add up.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if UFC was like, man, here's Chandler, but we're worried you're going to beat him. You know what? We're going to go a different direction. Here's Huffy. And Chandler's like, what the fuck? That doesn't add up. So I don't think that's why he's not on the card. Because I would give Chandler probably. I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop you right there.
Yeah, you're right.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
I love how you're like, I want to give him some benefit of the doubt.
There's nothing. There's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's just okay. Hook for sure is possible.
I mean, Huffy's the biggest favorite on the card.
Go back to the top.
I could have sworn before there would be less.
Did you just say Hokit's the biggest favorite on this card?
No, Huffy's the biggest favorite, but it's actually Ilya.
Yeah.
Minus 750.
You could hit him with a blow dart before the fight, and he's still beating Justin.
Yeah.
And I love Justin.
Yeah.
But come on. I think that
it's just Arman's reason to be like, they didn't want me to fight him because they didn't want American to lose. Like, yeah, call him Huffy. You're like, God damn it.
Ilya was dropped though, right? Was it Jai Herbert that dropped him? Someone dropped him
early in the career.
Yeah.
And,
Why you bring up the
Ilya
past,
was
bro?
No, but Ilya was fighting up a weight class.
But if Justin didn't look vintage Justin against Paddy, he's definitely lost a step. And Ilya's at his peak powers.
Yeah.
It's just it's a nightmare.
He's put on so much muscle
It's
too.
a nightmare. Anything could happen, but it's a fucking nightmare.
His punching power is it doesn't make sense.
No, I think actually Masvidal talked about it. He goes, he hits like a 205 pounder?
Yeah. Your best fight on the card is, besides Cyril Gane and Poatan, but those odds are so even because we really seen Poatan at heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be
Hey, we got Bo Nickel, Kyle Dukakis.
Diego Lopez, Steve Garcia is your best fight. Like closest, good fight. It's a good card.
Yeah.
That was my favorite of your pronunciations.
Which one?
Dukakis.
Dukakis.
This is Merab just being upset with Tsarukyan. Hold on.
Me and stuff like this, and I was thinking about it, but thank God I don't did because what I see, what Arman did against Uriah Faber legend, I was disappointed. Arman should not throw him out like that, but Uriah is a very good man and a very good fighter. I have even more respect for him, how he handled this situation after.
If you would have said yes to the Arman match, would that have happened? He would have competed twice on the night?
I guess he was ready to do it, yes. Arman is a good fighter. I have so much respect.
I'm not buying it.
That he was upset with the.
Well, I believe he was upset, but I don't think that Merab wants to smoke in freestyle wrestling.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because, Merab's a good wrestler, but not the same level as Arman. And
I'm sorry, I was dealing with something. But,
Merab wants to keep the aura that he has. And you're going to lose a lot of aura if you get dog walked by Arman in wrestling.
Yeah, Arman would put something heavy on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially freestyle, Arman's. If he could you imagine you're trying to go for the belt and then you get tech falled by Arman? That looks so bad.
Look, also, UFC ain't gonna let it happen.
No.
Like RFA they're in cahoots with the UFC. Don't get twisted behind the scenes, but what RFA can't do to compete with the UFC, like RAF, they can't do like Islam, Ilya.
Yeah.
It's just wrestling, so they got to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
I think they can get away with it, obviously, with retired guys and maybe some guys if they're in completely different weight classes, maybe. But you start going similar weight classes and matchups potentially could be in the UFC, they're going to be like, yo, we're shutting this all down.
They got Arman versus Muggsy next.
Who's the Muggsy guy?
So he's he was never a real wrestler back in the day, but he's been wrestling like online for like years now and like training very hard.
Giorgio beat him. That's what people are complaining about it, but I was listening to the RAF guy talk about it, but they do signings and no one has a bigger line than that guy.
No, he's huge. He's huge in the wrestling world.
Massive.
Yeah. And like is he the best wrestler? No, but he's like an inspiration to all the young kids out there because his message is always like, telling young kids like don't stop. If I was able to do
does he
this,
have no wrestling pedigree?
mean, he's trained. I don't know if maybe he was a high school wrestler, but he
Good
has
for
no
him.
real like wrestling pedigree.
Good for him. I mean, he's going to get dog walked by Arman, but still good
Badly.
for him. Yeah,
Badly.
dog walked.
But even he was saying, like, he was like, everyone's mad at me. He's like,
No.
he's like, I gave all the wrestlers and all the UFC fighters like the blueprint for this. You know, like I've put out the work and people want to actually see me.
No, you shouldn't be mad at him. Like, he's taking advantage of the opportunity. Don't be mad at him.
High school wrestler.
Muggsy failed to qualify for state in his junior and senior year. Like, no, dude, that guy's crushing it.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. He done it. He's going against Arman. He probably has the least extensive wrestling experience. Like, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at him.
And RF still wants to keep on getting more and more eyes on the sport. And what
That
better
will do
way
it.
than getting Muggsy?
It also, if this Muggsy guy has the younger generation, that's what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get them like, oh, this is cool. Now he's gonna get dog walked. He's gonna get tech fall easily.
Yeah.
But still, just him going out there doing the damn thing and talking about it, like, I think it's brilliant.
They also know
RF can't miss.
Just like Giorgio, like the lead up to Giorgio versus Muggsy, if
Massive.
you're a wrestling fan, it was huge. So they know that Arman and Giorgio is a big lead up. So they probably know this is going to be a big lead up. It gets people excited and want to watch the sport.
Yeah, I think that Muggsy guy, it's not even about him beating Arman. It's just, shit, he's doing it.
Yeah. Like I love Snyder as a wrestler, but like it's not like he's going to, you know, have press conferences where he's almost fighting someone before he's a class act.
Yeah, and that's wrestling.
Not saying Muggsy's not a class act.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
that's
saying,
wrestling
like,
in general. Like, those guys are super respectful. It's just
Yeah.
kind of, that's the nature of the business.
and it brings a lot of eyes to the game.
It's kind of like baseball back in the day. Now there's a little more like rushing for the Dodgers is talking a little shit. And look at the backlash he's getting. He's one of my favorite Dodgers. I fucking
Yeah.
love it. Like, this one guy got injured. And he's like, turn around. I was like, fuck him.
Yeah.
You know? Or he threw out this chubby guy and goes, fat ass. And people are like, God, this piece of shit. And you're just like, or he's just a bro who's really fucking good at his job and he's super competitive. There's also that.
Yeah.
Like, a little color's okay.
Jazz on the Yankees did the same. He's been doing the same
Yeah,
thing. He's
yeah.
talking shit.
Yeah.
And it makes Yankee fans angry. But people are watching.
Yeah, that's baseball, though. You go against that grain, it's just like the code, you know? But I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, this is Chimaev's reason for turning down that guy that you guys mentioned, Snyder.
He goes, I could grapple Bo Nickel. He switched to MMA too. He's the MMA fighter now. It's interesting to compete with fighters who are in MMA, but how does it make sense to wrestle an Olympic champion? What's the point? That's more like a super fight. There's no real point in doing that right now. If I wanted to wrestle Snyder or Sadadulev, I would have gone to the Olympics. What's the point? Well, if you're the most dominant wrestler in the UFC, we'd love to see how you stack up against elite wrestling.
Snyder and Sadulayev make Khamzat look like a JV wrestler.
And that's why he's doing it.
Yeah.
That's why. We know this, but I think for some people are like, yeah, you tell him, Khamzat's like, no, he's doing it because he has to protect his brand.
No, Khamzat's aura comes from his wrestling. So if you see him get out wrestled, some of that aura goes away. And like people, I'm sure the fighters get a little nervous going into the octagon when they see him with the weird stance. If you just watched him just get tech balled by someone,
I thought that was his thing.
Stand up.
Yeah,
you know?
I know. Yeah, but there's no. I'm with Khamzat for like he makes the majority of his bread fighting the UFC and having that aura. Why risk it wrestling Olympic champions?
Yeah,
it's like you're not even focused on that.
Yeah, you have kids making TikToks of his wrestling edits.
Yeah,
you know that the minute he loses that aura, that's a loss on so many levels.
Cooked. What else you got, Jen?
Yeah, when I watch stuff like people messing around with John Jones and they take him down, it's like this huge news. Like, oh my god! To me, I'm just like, oh, they're just whatever. But I guess it's like huge for the wrestling.
Yeah, because what John does is he just hand fights with people, and then like someone will actually like pretend to pick him up.
Yeah.
But if he was actually going at it, it's not going to happen. He's just that's what wrestlers do when you see each other. You just start hand fighting.
Yep.
Just the last one on this is Merab's going to be taking on Frankie Edgar at REF as well. That's
Love to
main
see
night.
it. Hopefully Frankie's getting paid.
See, that's what I'm talking about with Arman. He didn't want Arman because he could lose some actual aura
for sure,
especially with a modern fighter. But you're going against Frankie Edgar, who is retired for how many years now?
Better wrestling pedigree, but he's older.
Yeah.
Let's go to fan questions, Chin.
Okay.
It's like 10:55, brother.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do like 3 or 4 on here.
I'd say like 3 or 4. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah.
and then
We'll do
save the rest for
3 to 4 questions on here, and then if we'll get all your questions answered this Sunday. Make sure you tune in. It's on the Thick Boy YouTube. I answer a jagillion questions. The YouTube questions are first, so if you're wondering how to submit questions in this episode, comments below, submit questions, or you can DM me, but we prefer the YouTube comments. All right, let's get into it. JDad_Rams. JDad Rams. Abbott Kinney Fight Club. So glad the Big Brown Breakdown is coming back. Yes, sir. We're actually switching studios today. They'll be here in 30 minutes. Any chance you think Cain Velasquez ends up on an MVP card? I know he's in his 40s, but we've seen some older come back. We've seen older come back for one more. I think Cain's going to be in Miami this weekend, so I'll get my peepers on him. I'm going to talk to him. I don't know. It depends what he wants to do. I don't know the money situation. I don't know if he's feeling competitive. He was having back issues, so I don't know where he's at with that. And also, what's his UFC contract look like? Like, there's a lot of variables there, but I could see him doing MVP. Jan Rai Galiski.
Alrighty.
Hi, mate. Just wondering if I see you doing a lot of workout on the punch bag on the fight camp stuff, like you did when fighting. Is there a comeback on the cards or some sort of celeb MVP Misfits boxing match you're training for? Nope. Just trying to be the most in shape Jack Dad on the football or baseball field. That's my number one goal. And if someone came calling and it was a legit, like, real offer, whether it's Misfits or MVP, whoever it is, I would consider it. But no, there's no goal in mind. Just to get in shape for my kiddos, so they respect me. Dakit Savic.
Starting from there, is there? Yep.
Oh, that's a big one. Okay, fan question. Hey, yo, brother. Greetings from a longtime fan from Sweden. I've been following you since Ultimate Fighter days and have been a true fan ever since. Thanks, brother. You're talking about the Paramount deal now in a similar way to how you spoke when the UFC was acquired. Whether it was the TKO merger on the ESPN deal a few years ago, I don't remember exactly, but then you had similar concerns, yep. That Dana White didn't care as much. Yeah, I was right, wasn't I? That they had already secured the money, yep, and that they wouldn't see big cards or proper fighter development. You're the same flow in the old episodes, but in the end, it worked out pretty well, I think. We'll get back to that. With this new deal, the executives still need to see growth, revenue, profits, increase in Paramount subscribers, and what else. Because of that, I don't think Dana can afford to relax, stop pushing. It might just be a slow or heavy start. As a fan of the sport in the future, I really hope you're wrong and I believe things. Agree. I agree. I hope they figure it out. We are getting better cards. Here's the difference between the ESPN deal, the Fox deal, is Dana is on record saying he's taking a step back. Dana is on record going, I don't deal with negotiations. I don't deal with matchups anymore. I have nothing to do with it. So when you have a guy who's bar none, we've had our issues, but I have no issues with him now, but bar none, the best promoter in combat sports history. He's the best. For him to take a step back is a huge downgrade for the UFC. There's no ifs, ands about it. Hunter Campbell couldn't fucking walk a day in Dana White's shoes. He doesn't have the background. He doesn't have the passion. So it's going to take a step down. So that's why I'm a little hesitant the direction the UFC is going. And then when you say executives still need to see growth, revenue, profits, an increase in Paramount subscribers, revenue and profits, right? You talk about revenue and profits. They're guaranteed no matter what, as long as they put on the contractual amount of cards, they're guaranteed $1.1 million a year for the next 7 years. That's $7.7 billion. So when we talk about revenue and profits, that's for the shareholders. It's not for the fighters. So you're getting less talent signing up to compete in the UFC, which over 7 years could really wreck the sport. And then just growth overall in America especially is down across the boards. Look at the ticket sales in New Jersey right now, which is a great card. Look at the ticket sales in Miami. Now you're going, well, they still did whatever was 10 million at the gate, right, but it was half full because they've outpriced their fan base and they charge double to triple to quadruple the charges for a ticket now. So in their mind, they go, it's fine if it's half full. it's fine because we're actually making the same amount of money. It's not good. It's not good. So that's why I'm a little, now I'm not all gloom and doom here. I do think they're starting to ramp up. You look at the card next weekend, these past fight nights and number of cards have been good. It started off so fucking terrible. But again, they're getting their ears wet, and I think it's going to pick up. And then, more stars emerge. But yeah, I don't think it's all doom and gloom. I hope they figure it out. And I do think Hunter Campbell's capable of doing a good job. But to say that he could fill the shoes of Dana White, you're just wrong. There are no Dana Whites out there. Ian Smith, 17. Fan question, two-part question. Ariel is hinting that Conor will be facing Max for his return. Who do you favor in that fight? Max, because we don't know what version of Conor we're going to get. He's had a lot of time off. Max has been more active. Yeah. Two, the UFC are slowly losing stars. If you were in charge, how would you, as the UFC, nurture and grow stars? Are there smarter ways to find them or make them? It's a payment issue. It's a payment issue where I have two kids who are athletes. Bossy just found out he made the All-Texas All-Star team last night. He's 6. Nice. He's a beast. Tiger's a beast. I would never let them fight. There's just not, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. And then some of you will go, well, look at Conor McGregor, look at John Jones, look at GSP. Yeah. 3 out of how many of us? The reason I have the house I have now, the cars I have now, the studio, the employees, ain't because of the UFC. Now, UFC gave me a launching platform to build this, but I made no money fighting the UFC. I was top 10 in the world. I made no money. No money. So for my kids who, by grace of God, are elite athletes, and it appears they're headed that direction, I would steer them away from the UFC so fast. There's guaranteed money in baseball. There's guaranteed money now in football. Those guys are getting more guaranteed money by the day. There's college paid for. There's NIL deals. There's none of that in fighting. So over the long term, you're just not going to get the athletes that you need to be stars. I think that's what they're realizing. Now you have RAF where wrestlers dominate the UFC. Now they don't have to fight and get punched in the face. Now they can make 7 figures and get their name out there and fighting or wrestling RAF. So
also college wrestlers are getting
NIL deals in college. And again, college is paid for. So it's a pay issue. And I know I'm sick of talking about pay. You guys are sick of hearing it. It's just the elephant in the room. If you're going to draw these big athletes who are going to be stars, you got to pay them like stars.
So the answer pretty much to point number 2 is the pay needs to be at a level where they're like, yeah, I could do RF, but I could make a lot more money doing UFC.
Correct. And where have we seen that? Boxing.
Yeah.
So now you have these guys who are trying to jump over into boxing, even though most of them have no damn business being in there, but they're doing it because they can make a ton of money. Mm-hmm. They don't want to box.
No.
But they know they'll make money. Mm-hmm. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's better than doing Uber.
Yeah. Yeah, if it was track and they were fast, they would do track.
Yeah.
There's no money in track. So the boxing, okay, let's do it. We'll make tons more money than we'll make in the UFC. So it's just, you're talking about a long process, brother,
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like that's changing anytime soon. It's just at some point you got to stop talking about it and just be like, all right, if I'm going to watch this sport and fall in love with it, you just got to know they pay 60% of the revenue to the fighters. It is what it is. All right, guys, before I go, you got to check out my boy, Nick. You guys know him. You guys love him. His show, No Leg Days, I was his first guest. I told him that was a mistake, but I guess going all right. But they are dropping the episode with Mike Israetel, and it's out now. By the time you guys are watching this, It's out right now. Go to No Leg Days YouTube. It's the best show in bodybuilding. It's fun. The boys are great. It's shot fucking ridiculous. So go check it out right now. It's No Leg Days on YouTube. Go check it out. They got some big ass guests. They got Phil Heath, Michael O'Hearn, our boy, Mike Israetel, try stand up.
Yeah, we
got
a stand up.
Ton of stuff on there. 4 episodes every month. It's the best show in fitness right now. So go check it out. It's called No Leg Day. That's it. All right, guys. Love you. I am off to Miami. Enjoy your weekend. Good luck to all the baseball dads out there. My son has a playoff game. He's 6 years old. He has his playoff game that I got to coach, and I will head straight from there. Tiger has 4 games, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday. So good luck to all you guys out there. And if you're not doing anything Friday night, that's tonight. Tune into Gamebred It's Bare Knuckle MMA, their YouTube, Gamebred FC. It'll pop up for you. You got Yoel Romero fighting me and Jimmy Smith on the mics. It's going to be a fun one, so tune on in. If you see me at the fields, come say what's up. Love you guys. I'm out.
When you're in a bind, you will find a new fight card to be broken down. And you can't fall asleep, 'cause he'll go balls deep on a card coming Saturday night. It's Big Brown, Big Brown, the Big Brown breakdown coming to your town. He's big and he's brown, the Big Brown break. Some of that was good. Down.
Brendan Big Brown Schaub.
Yeah.
Dude. Dude, that is fucking badass.
One more?
All right, man.
He's putting the house money down. It's what I like to do. This is what Chin and I it's all gravy at this point.
Fight card to be broken down. So tired, so deep. Card coming Saturday night. Breakdown coming to your town. Some of that was good.
Brendan Big Brown Schaub.